All right, how's it going? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I'm coming at you with this as promised video. As you can see, I just pulled up the homepage of your guys' website. Now, I did a little looking beforehand, and I noticed how many kind of areas you cover. It looks like, kind of this whole west side, north and southwest side of Kansas. Got a spot in Oklahoma, and then you're serving all areas of Texas as well. So a lot of area to cover here. Now, I'll get back to this in a second. What I wanted to do is, since your kind of main office is over here in Dodge City, Kansas, I went in and I typed in something I would consider like a buyer intent keyword, or it's a phrase that you want to have within your website so that somebody can find you to do, roofing for them within an area that you do that service. So, is what we call roofing Dodge City, Kansas. Um, so again, these are the types of phrases you would want to have within your website. So again, that people can find you and Google can rank you for these types of services that you do within the areas that you do. Okay. Now, there's going to be a few ways to be able to get on this first page of Google, which is obviously where you want to be, since 75 to 80% of people are going to stick on this page alone when they're going to find somebody to do that service for them. Typically, you will see some ads up here. Since Dodge City is a smaller town, most likely nobody's running ads through this area. But we can talk about kind of the two organic ways you can be here. So this first one we're seeing is the Google Map Pack. So this is with your Google business profile. So as we can see, you are ranking within the top 3 here. So doing a great job there. But again, this is a kind of a less competitive area within Kansas. So still though, doing a pretty good job, because really what we're looking at is nobody's really going to hit this more businesses button that often. So it's great to be within that top 3, right? And then you'll get 30 to 40% of your entire traffic coming from online in this area just from this map pack, okay? But then you can also rank within the organics too. So we're seeing some directories, Diamond Roofing, their Facebook page is ranking, and it looks like they're ranking down here, and so are you. So you are kind of the top 2 competitors in the area. So I did pull them up just so we can see what their website's doing. Then I went ahead and I did too. I just went ahead and I pulled up roofing for Amarillo, Texas as well. So I'm not seeing you guys within the map pack, and I didn't really see you guys down here in the organic sections either. So some other areas besides your home office is probably where you're going to need to put a lot more time and effort when it comes to getting customers online. But with that being said, with the amount of area that you guys cover, there's a lot of things you could do to your website. And if you have actual physical offices in these different areas, you can get a Google business profile to rank within each of those areas as well. And you'd boost your online traffic tremendously. So I did pull up Amarillo. I pulled up their top one here, Mayfield Roofing. And we'll kind of see what they are doing when it comes to their website as well. Now, okay, I pulled up your guys' website here. First thing I did notice, if I refresh this page, you can see how it's almost a little slow to load. I don't know if that's because of this pop-up here that's happening, but that can kind of deter Google away from wanting to rank you for certain things. So I'd get that checked out and see what is the problem with this kind of loading at a slower rate. It's not horrible, but it takes probably 5 seconds to load up once you get in there. Now, other than that, I also check, are things glitchy and stuff like that. Nothing seems glitchy. I'm just that kind of slow to load right off the bat. And then the main reason I'm really looking at the homepage is actually this words of content. Okay, so Google has a sweet spot for content on home pages, and that is 1,500 to 2,000 words of content alone on the home page. So as we can see when we're scrolling up and down, these are really our 2 major pieces of content, this and this. So we're quite light when it comes to that sweet spot. So we definitely need to optimize this home page, because then what that allows you to do, and this can go across the entire website, is for every 150 to 200 words of content, we can have one of those buyer intent keywords. So again, when Google comes through and crawls the website, we have to tell them what we want to rank for. Okay, and we do that through keywords and through content. They can't just come in here and read it or look at it like me and you with eyes, human eyes. They come through and their robots crawl this and read it, and then they can figure out where to put you guys within their search engine. Now, I can tell you right now, what I would definitely be doing here is I would definitely have a service areas tab or an areas served tab, um, and have all the areas that you guys have down here within it, and then like your areas of Texas. I would even break that down into the major cities. And then what that allows you to do is you can pump power to each of those pages so that you can rank for each of those areas with just those pages of your website and not your home page. And that's a great way to actually spread your website across a bunch of areas, um, to actually start ranking for those areas as well. Now, what I did next is I threw you into a paid program I use called Ahrefs. Now it gives me a dashboard of numbers that we can look at here. The first two are power and trust ratings from Google. Now they're rated out of 100. The first one is a DR for the entire website. The second one is the UR for just the homepage alone. So we can see your homepage has much more power than the rest of your website currently. So not bad. I would say, definitely get those areas served tabs created and put into your website, and then just be creating a bunch of backlinks to those different pages. So again, they get more power and trust, and are able to rank within these different areas other than just Dodge City. But you definitely need to keep pumping backlinks to each of these pages, of course. And you do that, you get the backlinks from your referring domains. Now make sure they stay at a high quality, okay? You want to get backlinks from referring domains that already have these high power and trust ratings. So then when you get it, it grants power and trust over to you, because we can think of Google almost as a popularity contest. So if you have big dogs that are pointing fingers at you saying this is a great company to work with, Google's going to see that and have more credibility with you then, okay? Now you have 80 keywords within your website. This is where I'm saying, if you built out these tabs, you would have, well into the hundreds of keywords for all the areas that you serve. And again, that will allow you to be more exposed out there on the internet, and especially in some of those large cities in Texas. There's going to be a lot of keywords and a lot of volume for those keywords, for you guys to be able to bring up this traffic, right? So right now you're sitting at about seven people coming into the website every month. Okay. Now, this was Diamond Roofing, your other competitor within the Dodge City area. So you can see their power and trust ratings right here. So you can see theirs are quite a bit higher. Still not exponentially higher, but a little bit. We can tell the difference, right? And they haven't really built out much more backlinks than you. It's just telling me they've chosen some that are of a higher quality. So you can see it's not always about the actual quantity. So you have two more, but you can see even their power and trust ratings are higher. So that shows you the possibility of, if they're of a higher quality or not. They also have a few more keywords, but that's showing that they're bringing in about 40 people per month to their website. Okay. Then I just went ahead and I pulled up Mayfield Roofing as well. This is in Amarillo, Texas. It looks like that's probably where your guys' office is at down there. Now we can see their power and trust ratings are fairly decent, more across their entire website. They have about 50 keywords, but they're bringing in almost 90 traffic a month. Okay. So if you're able to dominate all these different areas that you actually do work within, you could see where you could have hundreds of traffic, if not 1,000, or more traffic per month to your website. You just have to build your website out correctly and then start pumping these backlinks to these different pages so that they can each rank within their area. And that will allow you to absolutely destroy the competition in these areas. So that's what I would be doing. Then I'd also be looking at, if you have physical offices in these different areas, to create a business profile through Google and start to get that to rank as well. So those are the things I would be doing to really maximize the amount of traffic coming from online. So I think with that being said, I'm running about 10 minutes. That's a little long for the video. So if you would give me some feedback on the video, did you love it? Did you hate it? And then of course, if you have any questions or concerns as well, or if you need me to elaborate on anything I talked about, please feel free to reach out to me, whether that's an email, phone call, or a text. And I just wanted to thank you, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch the video.